Hi. Not feeling well today, kind of getting sick. And I actually wanted to talk about something else today, but I don't have like the mental energy for that, or like the capacity, or like I'm not on that wavelength in a way. But I wanted to make a video anyway, uh, just because I don't feel like stopping, even with this project that I'm like making videos, uploading videos. Um, Sometimes I lose focus, and I know that when I'm working, when I'm doing something, I'm able to do it like really well. But at the same time, I feel like my energy is it's so fast to lose it. It's so fast to be all gone, and once it's gone, I will burn out and I will not do anything for like months. And so that's why I decided like not to beat myself up for it, and instead I will record a video where I'm talking to myself in a way, to myself and to all of you. I mean, the whole premise of this channel is to kind of talk to myself, to say something that I have never heard from like other people. That it's like it's not necessarily like an adult me talking to the teenage me or to the younger me. It's just it's something that I'm realizing as I'm like walking forward. It's something that I'm like, sorry for that. It's something that I'm realizing, I'm thinking, I'm learning as I'm moving forward, as I'm growing, as I'm navigating like life's challenges and all of that. And even though, like, let's say I learned the lessons, or even though I act differently than I used to, or I act differently than I did before, I still feel like I didn't entirely, like, let's say, learn the lesson, or like let's say change the pattern. I feel like it will leave me. I feel like it will seep through. I feel like it will go away. I'll lose that clarity or that knowledge or that understanding. So that's why I'm talking to the camera here, so I can kind of live it through again, talk it through, and kind of remember it better. It's like I never like to study in a way. Like, I like to do things. I don't like to study. And it's funny because I went to medical school and all we do here is study for like 10 years. But yeah, so here's the funny thing. So like when I wouldn't like, let's say, do my homework or like learn something that I had to learn for a long time, I would kind of talk to people who did learn, and they'll kind of tell me what they know, and then I will tell them what they told me. And in a way, I gained the information, like I grasped something, right? I retained a certain amount of information by doing that whole mental exercise. And I mean, you may think, well, how much knowledge did you retain by not even avoiding the primary source and going off of somebody's explanation? But that's secondary. I passed what I had to pass. I did what I had to do. So, and here I am to tell you actually 3 words. Give yourself some grace. It's 4 words. I'm sorry. So yeah, no, self-love and all of this topic is so like beat up, it's so redundant, I think it's so tired in a way, because everyone's just talking. I'm sorry about that. I think everyone's just talking about that nonstop, and everyone's saying, oh, just love yourself. Oh, just, like, just be yourself, just love yourself. And that's what I'm talking about myself. All my videos are, what my videos are about. Like, you are like this, you are like that, love yourself, believe yourself, all of that kind of stuff. And that's what I was struggling with myself for a long time as well. because after like a certain event, let's say, I was left at the realization that, fuck, like if I don't have someone by me, I don't really know how to be by myself. So like if there isn't someone who's giving me what I want, I feel like I can't get it myself. And like I'm not self-sufficient that way, I'm not able to like sustain myself. And I mean, of course I'm like alive, I'm a functional adult, I'm doing things, but let's say like I'm missing something, And that was the realization that led me to the idea of, okay, so first of all, I went to therapy, and then there we discussed this whole like attachment styles and the problem and like the control that you exert in relationships and all of that. And that kind of led me to realization that, well, and it's not like I don't love myself. Of course we do love ourselves on some basic primary level, right? It may not be whole, you may not love yourself completely, but some parts you do love yourself, right? You just can't, I think you can't absolutely hate and despise yourself. Even in the worst case, I'm sure you do like something, right? It's just that the point is to love yourself more and more. And I spoke about this before. I remember that to kind of love yourself more and more, you have to inquire, right? You have to learn about yourself. Because for me, whole reflection of who I am, I think it would be in relation to other people, right? So there's this person, we interact, and via interaction with them, I kind of understand myself better. And even though it's like it's a good way, I think, to get to know yourself in a way, I think still you need some deeper research in who you are. Nice yapping, by the way. I hope you are able to follow the thread here. So yeah, to circle back to what I wanted to say is that I came across the concept of like loving yourself. And that would make me like bamboozled in a way, because I would be like what the fuck is loving yourself anyway? Like I'm myself, right? I'm thinking about myself. I live in my body. All I do is me, right? I'm not shifting into someone else. So it's like, yeah, so okay, this guy is okay, right? I'm okay. I'm doing some certain things. I am good at this. I'm good at that, right? But it's like, to me, love was always romantical. Like I like a girl. She's very pretty, attractive. She has certain traits that I really like. And I mean, love somehow happens, right? You get to know her better, or them, or they, or whatever, right? You get to know them better. And then over time, somehow this deep bond forms. So then for me, that, like when people would say, oh, just love yourself, that would not make sense, because I am myself already. Love is something that I give to other people, right? So how can I get it myself? Wouldn't it be more rational to kind of invite someone, let's say, to give me love, and we kind of shake hands? And that's actually a great point. Thanks, buddy. That's actually a great point, because that was my idea of love, right? The transactional way, not in a bad way, transactional, but like, okay, we like sign a deal, right? Make a plea, make an agreement. You love me, I love you, tight. So that would not make any sense to me back in the day. And then I was really struggling at it. I was really like biting stones, like, trying to understand what the fuck does it even mean. And to tell you honestly, I think like you can't, so in my head, loving yourself is like, it's like a feeling, right? It's like a feeling that I wake up to today and I'm like, oh my God, I love myself. But then it turned out, and I mean, I don't pretend to know the truth, but that's what like works for me. That's how I understood the love yourself kind of thingy. And that happens when you like, what do you do for people who you love in life? You care for them, right? Let's say you bring them the flowers that they like, you cook them a meal that they enjoy, right? You take them out somewhere where they do enjoy going. I don't know, you give them a gift, what they enjoy, like they would enjoy receiving, or what they spoke about, or I don't know, you buy them their favorite soda. You remember like all those small things that other person enjoys, and you really like, you give it to them because you know that will bring them happiness. So you kind of give it to them, and in a way of like showing love and care and affection. So you don't just say that you love them, you do actions like tangible steps, right? I don't know, you hug them when they feel bad, right? You sit with them when they feel bad, or you, I don't know, go with them for a walk, you go watch a movie with them, you go, drive carts or something. Like, you do something together, not necessarily when they feel bad, but when they feel good, and it's like all of it encompassing, right? So I was thinking about it, and I thought, well. So if we do things for those who we love, why can't we do things for ourselves, right? To show us that we do love ourselves. Yeah, so I'll reiterate once again. So we do things that like show love, right? Objectively. And the person on the receiving end does feel love. So wouldn't it be logical to do things for ourselves so that we feel love? Wow, dude, this is just mental gymnastics is real. No, but honestly though, on God, doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it make sense? Sure, you may not feel, crazy enamored with yourself, and I doubt you ever will. I think the love that we don't notice, the love that we don't know, I think is a calm, steady, relaxed kind of love. I was thinking that love lies in freedom, not in control, as opposed to, let's say, different attachment styles and what you come in contact with in relationships with partners. The natural instinct is to cling, right? I mean, at least for me, because love was so scarce in my life that like I cannot tolerate even the mere thought of person just like leaving me. So I need to make sure, that I just there with me locked in forever. And I'm trying to move away from that, and like the therapy was like a first step in doing that. But the second one is, I think, slowly being more comfortable in yourself, free with yourself, accepting yourself for who you are, treating yourself, giving yourself gifts, realizing that at the end it's kind of you. At the end it's kind of you, and you should value yourself, because you are part of you is your mind, part of you, is your body, part of you is just you, right? So you gotta show up, and you gotta give yourself some grace. That's actually the sole thing that I wanted to tell here. You gotta give yourself some grace, because outside in the world there, it's already hard. It's already hard, your balls are busted, it's difficult. It's not pretty sometimes. And it's easy to learn that kind of mindset when that's the only thing you've been given. But, those who gave you that, they don't know shit. And you should just take yourself seriously. You should just I don't know. Like, be happy that you exist with yourself. Be here. And, like, so, yeah, I don't know. I'm at loss, actually. I'm lost, actually, here. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I didn't give up. I actually got a call. So yeah, we all should give ourselves some grace, and I would always struggle with understanding what the hell does that even mean. What does it mean to give yourself some grace? And I do think it's just kind of an art, an exercise, a daily exercise of not busting your own balls. Just letting yourself be, just letting yourself live, as you would let someone live who is like really near and dear to you, as you would let someone live who's close to you, who you care for, who you love. It's okay to have a rough day. It's okay to order something that you love and like not get your fucking protein goal like I'm doing today. It's okay to just stay in bed in a day because, well, that's what you need. It's okay to not do jog today. Nothing's going to happen from one day. Just let yourself live, let yourself breathe. Feed yourself, I don't know, take a nap. Take a fucking nap. It's okay. Sometimes we are too much in our own heads, just like I am, for example. So sometimes you just have to make yourself your first priority. And the more often you do it, I think the better, genuinely. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I wanted to say, kind of.